Welcome to Old Coins World PK, my channel friends. What if I told you? The tiny 1988 1-cent coin in your hand, the coin most people ignore, could hide secrets worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Yes, this ordinary penny, struck more than 12 billion times, carries mysteries that shock even expert collectors. Rare errors, hidden varieties, and special strikes have made some 1988 pennies treasures beyond imagination. Stay with me till the end, because today I will show you why this small coin from the United States of America could turn into a collector's dream and maybe even a life-changing discovery in your pocket. The 1988 1-cent coin of the United States of America, commonly known as the Lincoln cent or simply the penny, holds a remarkable place in the rich history of American coinage. Although at first glance it may appear to be an ordinary piece of currency, this coin embodies layers of history, artistry, composition changes, and collector intrigue that extend far beyond its face value of 1 cent. It was struck by the United States Mint during a time of transition in America, when the penny was still widely used in everyday transactions, and yet its composition and purpose were already being debated. The year 1988 lies in an important era, because the penny had only recently gone through a major change in 1982, when its metallic content shifted from primarily copper to a copper-plated zinc core. This makes the 1988 penny part of the modern copper-plated zinc family, with a total weight of 2.5 grams, a diameter of 19 millimeters, and a thickness of 1.52 millimeters. The coin's composition is just 2.5% copper, plating over a 97.5% zinc core, which allowed the mint to save millions of dollars as copper prices rose. For collectors and historians, this composition change marked the beginning of a new era where the intrinsic metal value of the penny was significantly lower than its face value. The design of the 1988 Lincoln cent continues the long-standing tribute to President Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, who is immortalized on the obverse front of the coin. Sculpted by Victor David Brenner in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, the design had already been in use for nearly 8 decades by 1988, making it the longest-running portrait in U.S. coin history. The obverse features Lincoln's right-facing bust, detailed and dignified, paired with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust" across the top rim, "Liberty" on the left field, and the date 1988, along with the mint mark, if present, on the right field. Mint marks for the 1988 penny include D for Denver, S for San Francisco proof issues, and no mark for Philadelphia strikes. These variations are vital to collectors because minting numbers, strike quality, and rarity differ across locations. The 1988 S-proof pennies, for example, were struck with extra care, using polished dies and blanks, resulting in mirror-like surfaces that appeal to numismatists. On the reverse back of the 1988 cent, the Lincoln Memorial design is proudly displayed. This design, introduced in 1959 to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, replaced the earlier wheat ears motif that had adorned the penny since 1909. Created by Frank Gasparo, the reverse shows a detailed representation of the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., with its broad steps, central columns, and inscriptions. At the top is United States of America, and just below, the national motto, E pluribus unum, meaning, out of many one. At the bottom is the denomination 1 cent, reminding the holder of the coin's value. A unique and symbolic detail often overlooked is that if you look closely at the memorial design, you can see a tiny depiction of the statue of Lincoln seated inside the memorial, making Lincoln appear on both sides of the coin. This small detail enhances the artistry and meaning behind the coin, showing how carefully it was designed to honor one of the nation's greatest leaders. From a historical perspective, the 1988 Lincoln cent is important because it belongs to the final years of the Lincoln Memorial reverse, which would later be replaced in 2009 with a series of bicentennial designs and permanently in 2010 with the Union Shield reverse. Therefore, coins from this period serve as a bridge between the long-standing memorial reverse era and the new designs of the 21st century. Moreover, the 1988 penny gained collector attention because of rare die varieties and minting errors that make certain examples extremely valuable. Among the most famous is the 1988 doubled die obverse, where extra thickness or doubling is visible on the inscriptions such as "In God We Trust" or "Liberty." Even more significant is the 1988 transitional error, known as the 1988 reverse of 1989 cent. In this variety, coins struck in 1988 mistakenly used a reverse die meant for the 1989 penny, distinguishable by subtle differences in the design of the letters. These rare transitional errors are highly sought after by numismatists and can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on condition and demand. Mintage numbers for the 1988 penny were very large, reflecting the fact that the coin was still a cornerstone of everyday commerce. The Philadelphia Mint struck more than 7 billion pennies without a mint mark, while the Denver Mint produced over 5 billion with the D mint mark. The San Francisco Mint added over 3 million proof coins, making the total output for the year well over 12 billion pieces. Because of such massive production, most 1988 pennies in circulation are common and hold only face value, especially if worn. However, uncirculated examples with brilliant luster, as well as certified high-grade coins by services like PCGS or NGC, can fetch significantly higher prices. For instance, a Mint State 1988 penny graded MS 67 or higher can be valued in the hundreds of dollars, while proofs with perfect grades like PR 70 Deep Cameo are prized by collectors who seek flawless specimens. Economically and culturally, the 1988 penny also reflects the ongoing debate about the future of the 1-cent coin in America. By the late 1980s, many were already arguing that the penny had outlived its usefulness, costing more to produce than its face value. Yet the coin endured, in large part because of its historical symbolism tied to Abraham Lincoln and its role in American tradition. The penny remained in circulation, a small yet constant reminder of national history, despite the economic arguments against it. This ongoing debate still continues today, making coins like the 1988 cent part of a broader discussion about American identity, tradition, and the future of physical currency. In conclusion, the 1988 1-cent coin of the United States is far more than a simple piece of change. It is a symbol of Lincoln's enduring legacy, a representative of the Great Composition Change of 1982, a mass-produced coin that still hides rare and valuable varieties, and a participant in the cultural conversation about the penny's role in modern America. Whether held in worn condition as an everyday relic of the late 20th century, or treasured in pristine mint state as part of a serious collection, the 1988 penny carries with it a fascinating blend of art, history, economy, and symbolism. For collectors, historians, and even casual observers, this coin demonstrates how even the smallest denomination in American currency can hold enormous stories within its copper-plated surface. 1988 1-cent coin value in today's market. Circulated condition, normal coins. Zayadatar 1988 pennies Joe Rosmara could transactions main istimal high hain, unki value face value high, 1 cent x cent. Yez liek kyunk is sol ka mintage bohat zayada the 12 billion se uper. Is waja se am coins rare na hinot. Uncirculated mint state coins. Agar opki pas uncirculated ya high grade, MS 65 to MS 67. Penny high Joe Kamakter or scratch free ho. To uski market value $5 se $50 tak ho sakti high. Exceptionally high grades MS 68. Certified coins auctions main $200 to $500 tak bik chuk hain. 1988 S-proof pennies. San Francisco Mint any limited proof strikes ban I thay. Joe collectors kalia high quality hote hain. Proof coins in deep cameo condition grading kusath $10 to $50 tak ja sokt hain. Or perfect PR 70 grade examples $200 plus key value rockdi hain. Famous error and variety coins. Yasab Sayada valuable oat hain. 1988 double diob verse. DDO in main letters or motto par clear doubling hodi high. Value $50 se $300 tak ja sakti high. Grade kuhizab se. 1988 reverse of 1989. Transitional error Yasab's rare variety high. Jaim Galti se 1989 ka. Reverse die 1988 penny pus hua. Yet collectors kalia jackpot high. Value circulation grade main be $500 to $1,500. Or high grade examples auction main $2,000 se $5,000 tak bik chuk hain. Normal circulated 1988 penny 1 cent. Mint state MS 65 to MS 67 $5 to $50. Proof PR 69 to PR 70 DCM $50 to $200 plus. Rare error / variety reverse of 1989 $500 to $5,000 plus.